Old and Naked here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to do the second of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week of September 9th through the 15th, which is namely Dawn SLASO or Solo Legendary All Skulls On. And that's more or less self-explanatory. And there we are. We got Dawn, we got 13 skulls, we got Legendary difficulty, and here we go. As we start the campaign. Now, I cannot hear what's being said while I'm doing this voiceover, so I will be guessing a little bit to the communication between Cortana and the Chief. But as we start the campaign, let's skip the cutscene. The Chief is slowly coming out of cryosleep. And he and Cortana go back and forth a little bit, and ultimately she turns artificial gravity on and tells the Chief to look up and pull a handle, a manual release. So your key to do that is, you can see the stuff floating around there. When you see everything drop, there we go, and go ahead and look up and use your action key. For me it's the right bumper to open the door there for the cryo chamber. And again, the Chief and Cortana are chit-chatting a little bit, and then he grabs her and off we go. First thing we want to do is grab that pistol, go ahead and reload it to get a full clip, and take off sprinting, following the path that I'm taking through here. Jump up, go, and run back into this room, to the back of it, to this closed doorway, which will open up here momentarily. After we get scanned by the Didact and or his minions, you see that orange color there, that's what that was. And sprint through here, and I jumped here because I just ran out of sprint. I'm going ahead with my action key, my right bumper, I'm tapping on the door to open it up. And as soon as the Chief turns around right there, go ahead and use your left thumbstick to climb the shaft here, and when he looks left, move your thumbstick to the left. When he looks right, move your thumbstick to the right, and again to the right. Okay, straight ahead, push ahead to climb. Okay, he's going to look left here. Go ahead and turn your thumbstick to the left and up, and go ahead and melee this elite. I think you need to do that just to keep the mission going. Alright, now, right there is a pistol, so we can ammo up. And when we go through this doorway, go ahead and hit sprint, and run up and assassinate this elite. I go into the animation because I have a problem doing a simple backsmack without elite for some reason. Now I've got to take out 8 grunts. 1, 2, I'm using the platform as a cover a little bit. 3, turn around to the other side. And let's see, 4 and 5, and oops, I think I missed 6. There we go, he's up there. And now I've got at least 1. Okay, 1, there he is. 1 more to take out. And notice I'm meleeing. I saved the last 1 or 2 for melee to get your shields back, because remember with Black Eye on, the only way your shields recharge is if you do a melee. Alright, run back up here, and we're going to open the blast shields. Man, darn if we didn't swap weapons there instead. So I'm going to jump back down here and grab my pistol again. That just drives me nuts. Alright, and we're going to have a couple of phantoms come in with boarding tubes, and I'm just rolling that container out of the way so that when the boarding tube breaks through the plexiglass there, or whatever it is, the clear screen, there'll be a little bit of a vacuum created, and so stuff starts flying around. I just want that container out of there now. First thing I'm going to do here is jump and assassinate this elite. Each boarding tube will have an elite and 4 grunts, and then I'm going to try to backsmack. Okay, I think I got one of them. If you backsmack a grunt, you can take him out with one smack. Take him from the front in melee, it's 4. So there were a total of 8 grunts and 2 elites. I assassinated 1 elite, and one or two of the grunts, and now I am back here at the entrance of the room. I'm taking out the remainder of the grunts, being mindful that my shields are dropping because of that elite's fire. But notice that when I fire him, he jumps out of the way, so... Okay, there's another elite down. I kind of lost count here. Not sure how many are left, if any. There we go, there was one left. Okay, the last one or two of the grunts will come up to the doorway as well. Alright, now I got to take this elite out. There's several approaches to doing it, all involving an ultimate assassination or backsmack. Okay, one is to watch him walk by the door, and as he walks by the door, if he keeps going, go ahead and run out and backsmack him like that. He does have a patrolling pattern where sometimes you can run through the middle and sneak up on him from behind and get him. But that time I decided to try the old method, and it worked. And we cleared out that room fairly quickly. Now we're going up an elevator, and first thing we're going to have to deal with here is two grunts and an elite. And the elite's a little bit of a problem. We get this elevator. What a slow elevator that is. Okay, right down here, this doorway will open, and notice the grunt's walking away. He will turn, take fire. Normally I can get that second grunt, but I didn't this time. But what happens there is that he retreats. Now what I'm trying to do here is get this elite throwing grenades at me. Okay, and as soon as that grenade goes by, and then I'm out. And I was hoping he would just keep going with the grenade throwing, and I could spin around behind him and take him out easily. But I had to do a little dance with him. So it is possible that, if you circle around him, just keep circling around, and you can ultimately get around to the back and backsmack or assassinate him. And then now I want to take that grunt out. Now beyond that next closed door, I'll swap over the storm rifle here for a second, is 3 grunts and an elite. And one approach would be with this elite, would be to do the same thing. Get him throwing grenades, or if his back's turned to you, just go up there and backsmack him. But I seem to have had a problem with that in the past. What had happened is I rush him, one of the daggone grunts would get in the way, and I can never get a good backsmack on him. So I'm going to be using an earlier approach. Notice I took out the 3 grunts, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stockpile the plasma pistols. There should be 6 total. The one I had, the 2 for the 2 grunts down here, and then the 3 for the 3 grunts up at this level. And I'm going to stockpile them up here. And I do that juggling weapons. That's why that storm rifle is pretty important. Okay, good. That elite retreated a little bit. Alright, I'm looking. Oh, here we go. There's the 3rd plasma pistol. Now I'm going to go ahead and move them all up. Okay, oops, he didn't quite retreat yet. And I'm just basically going to throw the... by juggling weapons here, I'm going to throw plasma pistols over the railing. There we go. Whoops, I missed that one. Didn't realize it at the time, but I'll see that up here momentarily. I think this is where I started cussing. Okay, over the railing it goes. Let's get the next one. Over the railing it goes. Just make sure you don't throw the storm rifle over the railing, because then you'll have to go get it. Alright. Here comes some more. Another one over the railing. Now sometimes the elite will stop at the sort of like that little landing area about 2/3 of the way down the stairwell where it makes the turn. And if that's the case, you can actually from back here take him out using a plasma pistol peppering, if you will, and a headshot. Plasma pistol peppering to drop the shields. Now what I'm going to do here very carefully, because that first elite is a grenade thrower is I'm going to try to get, I'm using the weapon juggling to get several plasma pistols under the stairwell, because the stairwell acts as really good protection. Unless he's throwing grenades at me, gotta be real careful here. Alright, now I'm swapping over to a plasma pistol, and I'm starting to pepper the first elite there. There's another one behind him, by the way. I'm going to watch his shields flared. I almost got him with the first one. Just swapped to another one. There goes the shields. Headshot. He's done. Now the second elite down there will not throw grenades at you. So you can, with reasonable confidence, go ahead and juggle the remaining plasma pistols into the stairwell here. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and use the, start with the storm rifle. See if I can weaken his shields a little bit. No, that didn't work. So I'll go ahead and try the plasma pistol. Now if he moves to the right, you can still get him with the plasma pistol because he's still exposed. If he moves to the left, then that's a problem. But because he'll completely hide. Alright, so you notice he's moving from the center to the right. I just swapped over to another plasma pistol. Okay, good. He is staying steady there. His shields are flaring. There we go. Actually, what I did is I EMP'd him. I wasn't quite sure what I had there. I actually dropped the shields. And thank goodness the shields were still down, because he actually went to hide on the left a little bit. Alright, watch for suiciding grunts. And there actually are 4 grunts up here. Okay. There's number 4 hiding back there. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking for the storm rifle, because I've got to do the weapon juggling one more time to stockpile. And at this point I had forgotten that the suiciding grunt had blasted it all the way back here. There we go. I found it. Now, worst case is that there is an AR ammo crate down below. I might have been able to run down there and grab an AR to do this. Okay, there's one plasma pistol down. So I've got one more elite to deal with using the plasma pistol headshot combo. But that particular elite, his shields aren't quite as strong as others. Okay. Just dropped 3 pistols down here. Now, first we got to deal with 4 grunts. And there's one way in the back there, and hopefully I can get another one walking between the crate and the pipes. Very good. Got the second one. Now what happens when you take down the first 2, and sometimes even the first one, I was expecting the last 2 to come around the corner. One of them did, and one of them didn't. I think the 4th one is just kind of hanging right there, so he's gone. Now I can juggle up the plasma pistols. Now notice I ammoed up on the pistol though. I'm going to move them right up here by that white container. Right, there's 2. Normally 2 will suffice, but I'm going to bring up an extra one just in case. I'm trying to get that storm rifle out of the way. There we go. Oh. Alright, on the heck with it. Now, I can see the elite through kind of a crack in the pipes there, a little hole in the pipes. So that's what I'm using to take him out. He can't see me, but I can see him. And unfortunately, those shielded jackals came through the door early. Sometimes when they come through after I take out the elite, I can actually get them as they come through the door. Well, at least I got one of them whose head was presented to me. This other one is, as I remember, is a little bit of a pain in the butt. Oh, and it got me on EMP. Alright, I EMP'd him. There we go. So just be careful with that, especially if one of them's got a needler, because that can take you out in a hurry. Okay, now we're into the last area that we have to deal with coveys. or actually fight coveys. There's going to be a bunch of grunts in that middle room there. And out on the outside edges are 2 shielded jackals. And notice I'm just easing around so I can just see them, so I can head shoot them before they drop their shields in front. So that's actually pretty easy. Just got to be a little careful, because once they see you, they'll throw their shields up front, and it becomes much harder to take them out. All right. There's about 8 grunts or so total coming through here. And there's one here over on the left. And they'll come into the room from the side, these side doorways, sometimes all together, sometimes one at a time, sometimes one from the left and one from the right. So you just got to deal with them and wait for the last one. Okay, you want to melee the last one. That's why I was looking through the window to make sure he was the last one and not 2 coming through there. Alright, now I got 3 elites to deal with, and I'm going to use a technique that I haven't seen anybody else use. And it is high risk, but it does have a bit of a payoff. What I'm doing here is I ran up there, that doorway opened, in comes a concussion rifle elite to join 2 storm rifle elites. And I'm trying to get them focused on me on the left side here. Okay, let's pop out one more time. And throw a grenade just for good measure. And I'm going to come back over to the right and try to run. There we go. Dodge the grenades, jump and run past the elites through this doorway, and hopefully I won't get tagged with a grenade, and I'm free and clear. I didn't have to deal with them, didn't have to take them on, and I was just basically rushed right by them. Okay. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like there's a goblin face on that door. Just the pattern of the metal there. Alright, once the door opens up, we want to come down here to the right. And the idea originally was to go to the left and battle a whole bunch of coveys to get around to the missile launch key or switch. But I'm going to go to the right instead, and we're going to use a little skip called the backdoor skip, where we jump up on some wrecked beams and stuff and get up on the platform there where the switch is through the back way. And we don't have to fight any coveys. Alright, and you can just barely see the beams here. I'm going to jump up and through the edge here and back myself up so I can jump up on this inverted T-beam. Whoop, didn't quite make it. Try again. And I kind of maneuver myself over here. I'm going to try to do a crouch jump up on that slanted platform there, and I didn't quite make it. Probably released the crouch a little bit early. When you crouch jump, you want to hold the crouch all the way through the jump. Now let's get back up on this beam again. Like I said, I can hardly see this. One way to overcome that a little bit is to turn the brightness on your monitor all the way up to 100%, but I don't have mine quite set that high. Alright, I'm positioning myself. Crouch jump. There we go. Hold the crouch all the way. And now we're up on the platform, and there's the switch. Okay. We've activated the missile launch, but oh goodness, the blast doors are jammed. So we got to run over here and hopefully not get shot and unjam the blast doors. Just select it and boom, there you go. Notice my shields are all crap. But we're almost done here. When the missile goes off to take out the cruiser, and while I'm watching that, I see all those other Covey ships in the background, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what good did this do? But that's what we're supposed to do. That was our objective, to take that cruiser out coming in. We're going to get scanned by the Didact again, or one of his minions. That's their favorite color, which is orange. And as soon as we regain control, we need to turn around and haul it back inside. There we go. Turn around, haul it back inside, and I'm going to jump over here on top of this missile platform thingy. And just try to stay out of the way to any loose object, because the gravity well that's been activated will start dragging stuff away. And run back inside. And I have to wait for this doorway to open. And oh look, there's another happy face. There's another goblin. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, finally the door opens up. Come up here, make a left, and hold for just a second till that explosion occurs, because if you get too close to it sprinting, it can kill you, especially with your shields down. Now I'm going to try to... Yeah, good. I smacked that grunt there to get my shields back. And run through here. I'm going to wait a little bit for explosions and stuff. There we go. And then run through this room. Okay, don't worry about the grunts. Okay, I'm going to sprint jump across this gap right here, by the way. Don't worry about any of the cubbies at all, because they're all freaking out and they're not paying any attention to you at all. And then we come through this doorway and we're sucked into the gravity well like everybody else and everything else, and that's essentially the mission. I believe I finished this in 20 minutes and 32 seconds or something like that, which is not my fastest run, but it's close. Which is a pretty decent speed for this, time for this mission. But all we're doing here is we're watching the, we're trying to dodge all the debris and everything. This is a forced cutscene. I can't get out of it. Okay, and as soon as we see the symbols on the right, that denotes the official end of the mission, lower right hand corner. And the challenge will pop soon after that. I do hope this helps you in your quest for the weekly challenge. It's Old and Nakey signing off. Take care.